Hey, yo, what's the word? What's the word? Welcome back to another episode of The Cheap Truth with your boy Justin J. Will, or whatever you want to call me. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope you can hear me real well through your speakers, your headphones, your $200 AirPods, your Beats by Dre. Whatever you may be doing right now, wherever you may be listening to this from, I appreciate you for dropping in, checking in on your boy. Because as always, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be here with me. So for that, I thank you. And for that, I appreciate you. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good week so far. Thanks for tuning in once again. No real complaints here. Just living life and just trying to stay safe and just trying to take it one day at a time. So what are we talking about today, man? We are talking about a very grim milestone. Okay, a very grim milestone. You can see it in the title. Okay, so maybe I don't need to tell you what we're about to talk about, but I'm going to tell you anyway. 1 million COVID deaths around the world. Yes, a million COVID deaths, man. I mean, whoever would have thought that we would be in this position right now? Do you guys realize that's a lot of people, man? That's a lot of people. That's a lot of death. That's a lot of caskets, a lot of funerals, a lot of moms, dads, nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, and everything else in between, man. That's a lot of people. I mean, whoever would have thought that we would be here right now, we would be in a position where going outside with a mask on is the norm. Okay, 12 months ago, if you would have seen somebody outside with a mask on, you would have thought like two things. Either they just crazy or they finna go rob somebody. Especially if they got a surgical mask on. Of course, I guess maybe you can make an exception. I don't know. I guess some people, they wear surgical masks if they've been to the dentist or something, but I don't know. I'm just telling you what I would have thought, okay? 12 months ago, if I would have seen you outside with a black mask on, okay, covering your face, I would have thought something was wrong with you. Okay, either something wrong with you or you finna go rob somebody. You finna go hit you a lick. Okay, finna go make you a stain. Okay, that's just me. I don't know how y'all feel. Maybe y'all feel differently, but yeah, that's the norm now. Okay, so if you go outside, you go to the grocery store, if you go to the dollar store somewhere and you see somebody without a mask, that's like not normal, as opposed to how it was not too long ago, going into stores without a mask. That was the norm. So 2020 has basically given us all a run for our money, and it has tested us all in some type of way. I don't think anybody's walking out of 2020 with no war wounds at all. You're not walking out of 2020 unscathed. Some type of way 2020 has scarred you. Okay, what's that show that they had? Oh, it's that show MTV had where the skateboarders and the BMX riders. Oh man, I forgot the name of that show, man. But it was a show where they would show these guys wiping out, like the skateboarders. They try these tricks and they try to grind on rails and crap, and they like break their femoral bones or something. That's how 2020 is, man. Like nobody is getting out of 2020 unscathed. Not you, not me, not Joe from the third floor. Hell, even NBA YoungBoy just got arrested. Okay, so everybody's getting their turn. Okay, if I could use a school analogy, remember how they used to take students to the principal's office to get paddled? That's what 2020 is doing to every single one of us. Okay, every last one of us, man, going into the principal's office and getting paddled. That's exactly what's happening. I know that may be a weird analogy for some people because I don't even know if they still do that type of stuff nowadays, but they did it when I was in school, which probably just shows my age more than anything else. You know, I was just thinking about something a few days ago. I saw a conversation on Twitter, and it really just hit me that we really have a generation of kids who were born in the 2000s. So, you know, I like the 90s babies. You got 90s babies, 80s babies. I'm a 90s baby, so of course we like to say, hey, we're 90s babies and we're better than everybody. But now you're really going to have, or you have a group of people saying that they're 2000s babies or they're thousands babies. And that just made me feel so old. I don't know about y'all, man, but it made me feel super old. I'm like, oh, like damn. I remember when they did the countdown for Y2K for 2000, and everybody thought the world was gonna end. Y'all remember that? Remember Y2K? The world was supposed to end, or maybe the world wasn't supposed to end. Maybe everything was supposed to just go black. Maybe that was it. Maybe all the lights were supposed to go out. Something crazy was supposed to happen when 12 o'clock hit and the year 2000 came. So I don't know. All my 90s baby, all the people who remember that, tell me what was supposed to happen. Leave a comment or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, getting back to the original topic, man. 1 million COVID deaths. Now, one of the big questions that has constantly been asked and talked about is what would have happened if people had have taken this thing a little more seriously from the beginning. You know, what if we had taken this seriously? What if the government had taken it seriously? What if the rest of the world had have taken this seriously and listened to the doctor from China? Remember the doctor from China who was trying to tell everybody about this like late last year, if I'm not mistaken, and the Chinese government basically told him to shut the hell up. So yeah, what would have happened if people had taken him seriously? I'm not afraid to admit that I didn't take this thing seriously at first. I'm not too proud to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that, because I know a lot of y'all didn't take it seriously, because we always hear about little different things that go on in the world and how the world's gonna end, and how, you know, you got these diseases out here. Remember, it was mad cow disease back in the Gap, and what was that? Swine flu and Ebola, and I just kind of chalked it up to being one of those. But you know, after a while, it came to America, and it wasn't nothing to scoff at anymore. It wasn't just fear mongering. It was something that was actually killing people, and it's still killing people to this day. You know, 1 million COVID deaths. Just look at the title. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy just to think about this. You know, last year, it's no way in hell that we could have ever thought that we would be in this position right now. It's nobody. I don't care how much of a conspiracy theorist you are. I don't care who you are, man. If you got a bunker underground and you got all sorts of dry food, like, it's no way in hell you would have ever thought that we'd be in this position right now. From sports to school to going to the mall to going to the grocery store to flying. Going to a bar. It's like every time you go out now, it's like you taking a chance. It's almost like somebody's out to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like you done met somebody over, you done stole something from somebody, and now you gotta look over your shoulder all the time every time you go out. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, how have you guys been adjusting to this whole thing? I think that I've adjusted pretty well. I will say that I'm very thankful that I was able to kick it earlier this year, especially for my birthday. I think that around my birthday, I'd probably say a week or two after my birthday, that's when they started shutting down all the bars and stuff around here, like the bars and the clubs, and that's when things really started getting shut down. And I got a chance to kick it a little bit before they started doing all that, so I was very thankful for that. But yeah, I've been able to adjust pretty well. You know, going to work, wear my mask. Everybody else wears their mask. Stay away from each other. I work in a pretty good office environment, so we're not around each other like that. Now, depending on where you work, you may end up in a lab around a whole bunch of people, which that's taking a real big chance. But for me, I don't really have to be in that environment, so I'm kind of blessed on that end, I guess. But it's been an adjustment. I'm pretty sure it's been an adjustment for you guys as well. You know, even going to the gym. Granted, I didn't go to the gym. I always do my workouts at home. which I guess doing that for so many years has actually benefited me now, because now it's like, oh, what, you guys are trying to do workouts from home now? I've been doing that for years. It's nothing. But yeah, if you go to a gym or something, if you're used to going to gyms and being around a whole bunch of people, well, definitely not the same anymore. Definitely not the same. Being in a crowded gym full of people, and you got sweat everywhere, and I don't know, just a whole bunch of bodies everywhere. It can definitely take some adjusting. Matter of fact, I guess the majority of the gyms are open to some capacity now, I guess, but it's definitely a change. Schools, of course, we know about schools. A lot of schools now are doing 100% virtual. You got some schools that are doing blended options, I guess, where kids can come in sometimes, or they can be virtual half the time, come in sometimes. I don't know, but it's all just an adjustment, man. If you got kids out there, and I think I did a podcast on this for sending the kids back to school. I don't know, it's like a month or two ago. You should go check it out and listen to everything I said on there and take my advice, because I give good advice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you got kids, man, be there for them, support them. It's all an adjustment for everybody. I'm telling you, man, it's just, it is definitely not the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm pretty sure that goes for adults, and that damn sure is going to go for kids. I mean, think about how hard it is for you to adjust. Now multiply that times 5 for kids. It's probably really hard for them to adjust, because they want to be at school. They want to be with their friends. You know what I'm saying? They want to be around their friends. They want to play. They want to be around their teachers. They just want to be around that environment, man. Like, they don't want to be at home all day on freaking Zoom, on a webcam. They don't want to do that. They want to go to school. They want to have fun. They want to kick it with the bros. You know what I'm saying? Your girl, if you got a daughter, she want to kick it with her girlfriends. That's what they want to do. So just hanging there with them, man. And you yourself just hanging there, and hopefully we can all get through this thing. Just try to use common sense. Stay safe. Socially distance. Mask on. Hand sanitizer on deck. Wash your hands. Soap and water. Don't be out here doing stupid things. Don't be out here at these clubs shoulder to shoulder. Now, maybe I'm just getting older, and maybe that's it, but I don't understand. I see these kids all the time on Facebook and Instagram, and they just knee deep in these clubs, y'all. I mean, knee deep in there in these clubs, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. I just don't get it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, even before the pandemic, like, I don't even like being in those types of venues like that. Not with a whole lot of people. I don't mind somewhat of a good crowd, but look, man, I ain't trying to be nowhere where I gotta constantly, try to scoop past. Excuse me, my bad, bro. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to be in that environment. I really wasn't trying to be in that environment before the pandemic. Well, unless it was the strip club, but I digress. And I damn sure ain't trying to be in that environment during the pandemic. Now, once again, maybe that's just me being old, because 10 years ago, I might have been right there with them, y'all. I might have been like, screw this, I don't care about no virus. You do some things when you're younger, man. You don't have no fear of anything. You're not thinking straight. You do a lot of things that you for sure wouldn't do now. I mean, even when I was 23, I'm 29 now. I mean, that was just 6 years ago. I probably would have been right out there with them. So I probably can't talk about them too much, but I don't know, man. I just don't see the point. I mean, you want to be in a club that bad. You want to be outside that bad. I don't know about that one. Another thing to think about too is, cold and flu season is coming up, and the experts are saying that, yeah, as safe as you think that you are being now, if you think you're being safe now, you need to be 5 times as safe during the winter, because cold and flu season presents more challenges in dealing with the coronavirus. So Also, another thing I was thinking about was, how's this going to affect the holidays? I mean, everybody likes to travel for Thanksgiving. I like to travel for Thanksgiving. I always go home and visit my family. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year. Just being honest, I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year. So family, if you listen to this, you heard it here on Cheap Truth first. I don't know if I'm gonna make it down there. And to be honest, I'm gonna probably be alright with it. Given everything that's been going on, we've heard about a lot of family gatherings. Now you've had these family gatherings and 8 people contract the virus, and I just don't know, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be in that same position. Have to make some choices. Maybe they still have gatherings at their house, but they don't have as many people. Maybe it's just, hey, mom, dad, sister, brother, instead of mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, aunties, nieces, nephews. And maybe they do it like that. But yeah, people are going to have to make some decisions, especially if you, have people who are more at risk than others. Older people who have diabetes and, heart conditions and things like that. So it's going to be hard on them because it's going to be different, especially if you're used to always going home, always visiting, always having a get together during the holiday season. And it's kind of like this virus has just swept the rug or taken the rug from out up under you. And I also think about what happens with Black Friday this year. How many people are really going to go out and want to be in those crowds, or will there even be a crowd? I mean, that's going to hurt those stores. A lot of those stores, a lot of these malls, they're already bleeding due to the pandemic. Well, even before the pandemic, a lot of these walk-in stores were bleeding because people just go online now. You just go on Amazon or go on eBay or just order whatever you want offline or online, I guess I should say. You could just go online and just order stuff instead of walking into the store. So I'm pretty sure a lot of those stores depend on those black market sales. Those not black market, but Black Friday sales. And I'm pretty sure those project to be significantly lower this year than the previous years. But yeah, man, 1 million COVID deaths. Where do we go from here? I mean, we got October, November, and December. Now, I understand that 3 months may not sound like a lot. I mean, it is a short time period, but the way that 2020 has panned out, pandemic. You should give me a like for that, just for that joke, corny joke. But yeah, the way that 2020 has panned out, we know that it doesn't take long for a disaster to strike. But not trying to be doom and gloom guy here, just saying you never know. But yeah, man, just stay positive out there. Just try to, do your best. Stay prayed up. Stay safe. Use common sense. And, hopefully we can all get through this thing together, man. I don't know whether you lost your job, whether you are a teacher and you got to get adjusted to hosting online classes. Maybe you were some gym instructor and now you don't have as many students. Maybe you are a registered nurse and every time you wake up and go to work, you're taking a chance of contracting the virus. So whatever you do, just stay positive, man, and just try to think positive thoughts, and we'll all get through this together. So anyway, that's it for me. That's it for the Cheat Truth. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure you follow all of the social media handles in the description. Facebook page, YouTube page, Instagram page, Twitter page, all that good stuff, man. So until next time, as always, count your blessings, not your problems. Peace.